Hi, this is Mahalaksmi Iyer, and I'm wishing all the viewers of Sharmila Showhouse a wonderful journey in their lives, and may music keep you entertained always.
Welcome to Sharmila Showhouse. Today we are with the very famous Miss Mahalaksmi Iyer. Madam, welcome to Kolkata again, and we have heard a lot of your singing in Bengali and in many other languages. So how was it to sing in so many multiple languages?
I think I'm very fortunate because I was, I'm South Indian, born and brought up in Mumbai. So Mumbai, it's a melting pot, as they say, and there are so many languages being spoken there. And so being a South Indian, I was comfortable with the South Indian languages, and having stayed in Mumbai all my life, I was exposed to a lot of Marathi and Gujarati.
Yes.
And then my brother-in-law is a Bengali. So I have a flair for languages, I think, as they say. So I love languages. So I kept talking to him, and I picked up a lot of Bengali. And fortunately, from the start of my career, I got to do a lot of jingles where I had to dub the songs in many languages. So that helped. So I think that probably is what helped me in singing so many languages.
In a vast career like yours, you have sung multiple songs. When I was going through your songs, my phone screen, it couldn't fit into one screen. So how was you have seen the music grow and transforms? How was this transformation for you?
Music, as they say, changes every 10 years. Every approximately 10 to 15 years you see new music. When I was growing up, it was different. When I had the ambition rather to get into playback singing, it was very different, and when I started singing it was different, and now 20 years later it is really very different. So music keeps changing, and as an artist I think we all have to adapt to that, because it's also important that you reinvent yourself. And if the music is being reinvented and you're part of that also, that also helps. So that probably is why I've been able to adapt from the earlier generation music directors to the present and their style of working. So it's been very exciting.
Your voice have always been, of course, melodious. We cannot doubt that. So who was your inspiration all along?
Lata Mangeshkar, of course. I have grown up listening to Lata ji, Asha ji, Geeta Dutt, actually Kishore Kumar, Mohammad Rafi, Mannada, all of them, because when I was growing up, because radio was so important those days, even now it is, you would hear all these artists, and my inspiration were all these artists. And of course I listened to a lot of non-film music also. Of course I have listened to a lot of artists from the other region also, a lot of artists from Calcutta, from Bengal, or from Maharashtra in Marathi. Similarly Punjabi, I'm a big fan of Punjabi, that kind of music. So not just one inspiration. I think when you're you're a disciple, you want to hear a lot and imbibe, and you want to then find your way through it. So I think that's why I listen to a lot of music, a lot of artists, India and abroad, and slowly I think I found my path.
You come from a musical background. Your mother is a very popular Carnatic singer. So was that a driving point to you for becoming a musician or a music artist, or was that your passion?
No, I think the idea of wanting to take it up professionally, or even take up music, germinated at home, hearing my mother, and then my other sisters, my 3 elder sisters are also wonderful singers. So I think there was so much music at home. Someone was listening to a ghazal, someone a film, so it's almost like there was no escaping. You had to, be surrounded by music all day long, riyaz. Then of course, parents being, musically inclined and learning music, they also said, no, it's not just important, not just good to have voices, you need to train them also. The skill has to be honed. So we learnt music from a very young age. So I think all that stood in good stead for me to
Talking about ghazal, today is Jagjit sir's birthday. So like now music nowadays is much more not that melodious as it was. It's not that soulful as it was. So what do you expect from this generation?
Like I said, music is changing every 10 years. I think in the last 3 years, we've had slightly different kind of music, but I think it's a trend. Once this trend passes, I think melody will come back. And it's not that melody is completely not there. I do understand there is a particular trend that is prevailing right now where people are listening to a particular kind of music, or the music makers are
inclined towards, yeah.
But I think it'll change and melody will come back. And Indian music is very, very deep rooted with melody, so it will come back.
So as we know, this is a Valentine's week going on, and Hriday is a Sanskrit term. So and rhythm is very synonymous to that because neither cannot stay together without each other. So how are you feeling about performing in Rythmania?
Very, very excited. I, as an artist who only does popular music or performs popular music all the time, which is my film songs, I once in a while get an opportunity like this to do a little bit of fusion music because I have a foundation in classical, Hindustani classical. So sometimes I get, like they say, I get to vent it, and I'm so lucky that Pandit Tanmay Bose ji thought of me. We've been talking about it in the last 2-3 years, and I get an opportunity and I just jumped at it and I said, no, I would definitely like, and it's experimentation, it's music which is combining a lot of different genres and kind of stringing it together in the Indian format and presenting it something very novel and very, very unique to the audience. So I'm very excited, and hopefully I'll be able to do this in the future too. Absolutely.
Hey guys, this is Sharmila from Showhouse, and please subscribe my channel, click the bell button for more.